It's time for some Casino Rama Grill Room overtime. I'm Gareth Wheeler, alongside a man whose numbers and accolades stand alone by themselves in NFL history. It's the best wide receiver the game's ever seen, Jerry Rice. Welcome to Toronto. And when I'm coming in thinking about what I'm going to ask a future Hall of Famer like you, how did this happen, man? Are you going to give all the credit to your quarterback, or are you just going to take the credit by yourself?
With the records?
With the records.
I have to give it to my teammates. Because, you have to have a supporting cast. And I was very fortunate to be surrounded by Montana, Steve Young, John Taylor, Roger Craig, Ronnie Lott, and the list goes on. And the best coach ever, Bill Walsh. So he was the genius. So he was the one that put everything together. And those guys, they enabled me to go out there and, perform at my best.
If you go even back further to your time at Mississippi Valley State, you asked me to point that out on a map. I have no idea, Jerry.
It's in Bena, Mississippi, way down south.
So how does this come together? I guess you're seeing more and more players from smaller schools achieving in the NFL. How do you explain this?
I think, with the success I had, and also Walter Payton, you got scouts going into those small schools now and taking them very seriously. Coming out of Mississippi Valley, getting drafted by the San Francisco 49ers scared me to death. It really did, because all of a sudden it was like I was going to meet the likes of Montana, so many great players. And it's almost like, it's like the deer in the headlights. But then once I got in there and, yes, I had some bumps in the road, with dropping some passes and learning the system. Once I, grasped the system, everything fell into place.
And you worked harder than anyone else. That's your MO, Jerry, that you were the guy that would be out there at practice, practicing your routes, playbook, what have you. Today's player, and today's wide receiver in particular, are known for their attitude, their style, they're then sometimes called troublemakers as well. Is this something that has changed in the game over time, or is this the way that things have always been?
Well, we have taken on the concept of being divas now, and that's really hard for me to swallow. But, you look at Terrell Owens, Brandon Marshall, Ocho Cinco, and I think he changed his name again. He's changed something. And, Larry Fitzgerald, so many great receivers. And, Larry Fitzgerald to me is a student of the game. He wants to learn. He wants to get better. A lot of other guys, it's all about, themselves, and it's different. It's the new school, but still, you can't do anything to really disrupt the team. If you do that, you're going to end up losing ball games, and it's just not going to go well.
Was there the so-called diva back when you were playing, or is this something as you got older in your career that you saw happening more?
Well, you will see a little bit of that, back in the day, because you had players like Michael Irvin, the playmaker, Chris Carter. But these guys, they were more into winning than anything. So if they demanded the ball, they wanted to try to win. And, I think the same thing is with Terrell Owens. But you have to be able to control your emotions.